Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight in our live stream for love readings. My name is Mama Cat, and I just want to remind you, real quick, that if you would like to get a private reading with me, that you can do so through weforetell.com. Below in the description, you will all find our contact number and my schedule. Also, please check out all of our other free entertainment here on YouTube. We have great horoscopes, tarot lessons, compatibility videos, and if you're all interested in what you see, remember to hit that thumbs up button because it really does make a difference. Thank you for your support, and let's go ahead and get started. And so, hello Angela, how are you, darling? Because I bet you're doing pretty doggone good. So, now, did you talk to your guy yet? Because I get this, at least it is very close. Okay? And so, I think you're going to be good. Yeah. So I think you're going to be amazed at the changes. Hello, Dee. How are you? Well, then it's coming up right away, Angela, because something has changed and shifted as far as your future goes into kind of a high stream area. Okay? All right, here's your recent past. I think it says quite a bit. For whatever reason, somebody around you doesn't I doubt it's your parents, but we're looking at, okay, with the demon cat, this indicates that somebody has tried to hurt you intentionally. Now, it's verbal, not physical, okay? And, sweetheart, all you have to do right now is keep treading carefully, make sure of your surroundings, and you're going to get going great. The final card, which is the soon-to-come future. Hello, Anita. This is the literal full cat, which says you're going to begin doing something rather soon that is risky for you, therefore exciting, and it's going to open up a whole bunch of new things to learn about and do. So have fun, because that's also indicated with this, because your new changes are exactly what you've been asking for. Okay? So this is what your future holds for you, dear. And I would say it is within the month. So whether it's still May or roughly the middle of May or May, this may happen by the middle of June. Okay? And Dee, I am doing okay. I am out of my brace/cast. You're welcome, Angela. And Only time I have to use it now is basically if I'm out in public. Okay? So, yes, change is good. Yes. And so I'm doing better. D, where you are concerned, you are making a pretty big life change coming up. You start with again, this is the recent past. So what you've been working on, now to me this says learning all the wonderful little loopholes that your kind of move that you're going to be doing is met correctly. Now again, I believe either Jay or someone in his family, your family, either one, that is in the United States. Yeah, I'm happy, although I keep overdoing it. My wrist hurts like crazy. But any way that you're doing things, somebody here is going to help you out. All right? So, as I say, whether it's Jay, your family, or his family. Hello, Paula. How are you? And Heather, how are you? Great for all of you being here tonight. All right, so the next card for you, D, is the Two of Sky. And basically, this just means that you are going, again, through a life change. And for whatever reason, it is going to take up to 2 more months. Up to, okay? Because again, the final card here is the Fire Tom. Paula, it's achy and sore right now. Because of course, now that I'm out of my brace / cast, I keep overdoing it. So, but D, with the Fire Tom, this means you do have to tread carefully and watch exactly what you're doing. So, what this is all about is making the right contacts, not job-wise, specifically, unless you could get a job that your current job knows, then they might sponsor you. But however it goes, there is a loophole that you can slide through on. And again, because you have to tread carefully, it's all on how you put your situation. And so you've got to make sure Thank you, Dee. That is a reminder I need to pay attention to. Yes. I don't like my brace. I'm sorry. It's a good brace. And overall, I do like it. It's a great protector. At the same time, I don't want to wear it if I don't have to. I'm bad. I am a bad cat. Anyway. So, in ending, D, you're going to get a sponsor that will get you through this and get you from where you are into the U.S. Thank you, Heather. So, this is kind of where things are going with you right now. And that's good, because again, it is positive. I don't know, I've got the ace bandages somewhere. And I could probably wrap it. Yeah. I've thought about that actually. And it would probably be good. You're welcome, Dee. All right, Anita. Since you came in, what is your question, my darling? Because I'm sure some of it has to do with moving. Dee, you know how patient I am? just think back to all the readings where I've gotten frustrated. I don't have patience any more than I do for myself or anyone else. So I'm fair. I'm fair in it all. Okay. I treat everyone the way I treat me. How's that sound? So, yeah, I agree. Let me see if I can find one here. Anyway, I'm not going to do it right now. But, so what this is basically saying is that you are going to find many different ways of making things work. All right? This is good. In fact, it is very good. I know, because it's a great big reminder to me. So, what I will laugh at, happily, not in a mean way, the doctor on Tuesday, when he took the splint off and did the x-rays, he comes back in and he says, I didn't think you would ever heal this quick. And I'm going, I've been through so much channeling and asking for help that it worked. It worked. My arm is not broken anymore, but it is tender. So, yeah. Yes, I know, Anita. Okay, you will hear from El just about as soon as he can find a way to get something off to you. Whether it's a letter or a phone message. Okay? And it's probably going to be a message on the phone. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. I will do that. Well, as I say, I am trying. And I do practice what I preach. So, to me, that's just that much better. And thank you, all of you. You are so good to me. Thank you. So, okay, Anita. How soon does Anita move from her current location? All right, you're a wise person. Okay, we have good and bad news, my dear. We have, oddly enough, we start with Anita, that you are smart, brave, and you do tend to learn, all right? Now, this is your recent past, and by that, you can make whatever you want out of it. Typically, I only go back a month or so. So, and right now, what's going on? Yeah. This is continued good news / not so good. Alright, you are going to move. And according to this, yes, it's quickly. However, not right now, because you have... Oh, alright, Dee. Well, thank you so much for joining. Please get all kinds of rest if you can. Alright? Thank you. And remember, if you like your reading, please do that thumbs up button. Okay, Dee? Alright. So, Anita, to continue with the Ace of Fire, this means a small delay. So it could be a little bit more like a month. Maybe, I'm cringing as I say it, maybe 2 months. Okay? So it's good because you're still moving, and it's fairly quick. It's just not immediate. And then, and this is something you can work on in the meantime, you get the 7 of fire, which means, Anita, you can actually scare people. And it would be with what you know, what you can do, and sometimes how you go about it. All right? This basically is saying you can scare people. And that's kind of all that is. It is spiritual. I will say that much more. So, according to this, you will find your new home within 7 weeks. All right? And that is, you can find it this weekend, next week, or anytime through the next 7 weeks. Okay? That's what the small delay is. Does that make sense, Anita? You're going to get it. It's going to be okay. And you just have to not be assertive, maybe, but yeah, definitely not telling people exactly what you think. I know you tend to be honest, so that could be the issue here, okay? And the other thing regarding a new job is that how soon does Anita get a new job? Okay. Alright, you do try so hard to be good. Okay. Now, Anita, apparently you've been over patient. All right. What indicates what is first, and this again is recent past. You've got the grace card, which basically means that you've been trying to walk that little fine line and be a good person. And that's great. It just can make it a little difficult sometimes. The next card, which is the current card, you have not been very happy lately. Again, this is temporary. Basically, with the 5 of C, this means, and this is going by the picture, it's like you are that wet house cat. And you know how cats can get really testy if they have to get a bath. So basically, this is saying that where you're living is not making you very happy. It is a temporary thing because, as all things, whatever gets wet or you feel damaged does get fixed and or mended. So this is what's going on right now. The final card, Anita, is the 7 of Earth, which is patience. It means you've been very patient, waiting for that home to just present itself. Anita, I'm not criticizing, I'm suggesting. You have been incredibly patient. And in that patience, you have maybe also possibly overlooked, I think, the house that I keep saying you're going to get. Because you're looking for that exact house. And you know in your basic readings, nothing is quite exact or perfect. So you've got to broaden your search a bit. It doesn't have to be like a brick house or anything like that. It's a strong, sturdy house. I can almost guarantee that. But it's going to be perfect for you. It's going to give you what you need. So we are looking at, of all things, first and foremost, a good home that essentially, because it does have at least 1 or 2 bedrooms. I know it's got 1, possibly 2. And if there's a 3rd one thrown in, it is a small one. So at any rate, you're going to have enough space to make you happy and to essentially feed your energy. Okay? So this is what you need to focus on. What house makes you, when you see it in your mind, or if you're scrolling through realtor ads and you happen to see a video of some of the houses they have, look them over. Just because they don't sound right can sometimes make you overlook something. Okay? So watch what you see and you'll have almost your perfect house. All right? Deep breath. All right. So Heather, okay, Paula. What does Paula's manager think of her? Okay. Paula, have you talked to your, I guess your manager about what is going on with this? Thank you, Heather. You're welcome, Anita. I mean, you're going to get essentially everything you want. It's just going to be in different forms. So, Paula, I mean, literally, you need to take an offensive side where your work is concerned. Okay. You'd rather be home. And yes, your manager does see what's going on. But if you don't basically, stand up for yourself. Can you hear me, Paula? I mean, my mic says it's on, so I just need to find out if you can hear me. At any rate, your basic work is kind of a comfort to you, but there's also an element that says you need to work. Yeah. Well, okay, so you need to set up an appointment with her. You don't have to tell her exactly what's going on your mind, but you could just say you need some answers on some things if you feel the need to kind of put a title to it. So it's good, all right? Now the next card, the card I just was speaking of is the 10 of Earth, which is essentially part of you would rather just be home. I know you do. Okay, next card, which is current time, is the Ace of Sky. And this simply means, yes, you are going to get some massive help from your manager. And with this, it's kind of now. Hello, Michelle. How are you? You got the Ace of Sky, and that's pretty quick action. But again, you do have to kind of speak up to your manager about how you feel and what's going on. So basically, I believe your manager is waiting for this to happen. I love it. Thank you, Angela. Okay, so, your final card here is, like Vernita, the Seven of Earth, which just basically says you keep waiting and waiting and waiting for the manager to contact you, when actually you need to step in and do something proactive in order for your manager to do something. All right? They need to see you firsthand, which means in face. All right? So this is why, if you feel more comfortable sending just an email right now, that's okay. Yeah. Okay. So now, you've updated your manager, but that manager is waiting for you to really tell you what's going on. So what you need to do is tell him or her that you're actually looking to have a meeting, a physical meeting. Oh, but you can. You are going to get that, because that's what your manager is waiting for. She finds out that whoever is taking the messages or what can be done, they haven't either seen this, or she's waiting for maybe a physical call saying, I need to speak with you. Can we please just set up 20 minutes for me to say what I need to say? I think she'll give you that 20 minutes. All right? Give her a reasonable time frame. Good. Yay. Oh. Not as loud clapping as I did before. But yeah, that's a very good idea. Yes. And so definitely, this is something that you need to do. Okay? So it's going to get better, and yes, you are going to get either better teamwork going here or another total job. I don't know if there's anything further, like up the ladder, so to speak, that you can do. But Paula, you've got to stand up for yourself and do something positive to help yourself move along. Okay? Yeah. And that's what you need to give out. All right? Don't be shy. Tell her or him that you actually need to see them. Okay, well, I believe that your manager will, but again, they have to see you. Well, then tell your manager that you're ready to be promoted in something. Even ask, I don't know if they have messages that you could see as to what other jobs are available there. But if not, then ask your manager, what is there available for me to move up to as far as job ladder? Again, stand up for yourself and actually ask these questions. Okay? Because it'll pay off, dear. It'll pay off great. All right? So, yes. And so now, Heather, what do you want to ask, my dear? Because I think you've got something going on. And Michelle, yes, things are going to be going better for you too. Did you see my guy this weekend at the store? I take this is your new guy. Because what I visibly see is yes. It was not super close. That's great, Paula. Okay. That's great. Okay. Because Paula, you're going to get what you want, but you have to tell them what you want. And basically, I'm going to revise that. Tell them what you need, not what you want. Because if you don't, your manager will continue to put it on the back burner. You don't need that. So tell them what you need, not necessarily what you want. Want is again one of those iffy words that when you speak to spirit, if you say, I need this job promotion. Okay? And so Heather, my love, Heather. All right. Did Heather see her new guy when she was out shopping? Let's see here. That's right, Paula. That's absolutely right. I know that's what I was seeing. I mean, it may be even from a distance a bit. It may have been a very kind of medium pad type purse. Okay. Did Heather actually see her new beau's actual face, or at least part of it, this evening? Okay, here we go, Heather. You're so nice, Paula. Thank you. All right. Okay. Heather, I get a yes, dear. It's not one of the aces, but everything is that I pulled in the 3 cards will indicate yes. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Okay, we have the first card is the 10 of C. You're looking for a man, your guy, that wants kind of family atmosphere. It's better for me, Maddie, so I think it's going okay. This guy is someone who is looking for a true, I'm going to use the word mate. He's not going to get married to you right away. That's why I had to kind of be clarifying that. And depending how well things go with the two of you, and you in particular, the more comfortable you can make him, then you're going to find the more he wants to be around you. Now the next card, darling, you know this, okay? Thank you, Maddie. Heather, sweetheart, you know you're the one in control of your future, right? Because that's the way everyone is, even a married couple that have been together for 50 years or more. This says because you are the one in control of your life, you're going to make the decision whether or not you really want to be with him. No matter what he says or does. Okay? You have to make these decisions. The final card up, and by the way, this card was the Chariot that I just spoke about. The final card is the Fire Kitten. When you two go out on the first 2, 3, or 5 dates, you are going to find that you do need to bring up different subjects in your life, not all at once. Oh no, not another fill. But with Fire Kitten, it's like, okay, I'm just going to blurt it out. This kitten is so intrigued by the candle that it's sniffing and kind of playing with, because that kitten doesn't realize they could get hurt, all right? Her tail gets slightly burned. So it's like, okay, that means if you talk too much about your ex or what you want / need from this guy all over the place in every category, this is going to scare him off and you're going to get hurt. Yes, you are, Angela. Yes. So this just means, you have to be careful. You don't not tell him about you, but give him doses in a small sense, not all at once. Does that make sense? Because I hope so. That's how you get exactly what you want. Because even though you want to know all about him, you're also knowing that if he blurts everything out, he could very well disappoint you and even hurt you that way. Okay? Hi, Awesome. How are you? I hope that makes sense with you, Heather. But no, he is not another Phil. He is going to love your kids, even the foster ones. He is not over-tolerant. Right. I mean, yes, you could say, well, I'm divorced. That may bring up, do you have kids? Yes, I have 2. A daughter and a son. Let him ask the questions. Do not, totally take over. And, do the same thing with him. Okay? You don't really want him to unload everything. All right? It makes a difference. Okay, so breathe, Heather. Relax. Okay. And so, Michelle, what is your question tonight? Yeah. So you got to see it at least somewhat, because he did notice you, dear. Okay? So, Michelle. You're going to pass it, Heather, because I see you with those foster kids. Yes. It's going to be great. All right. So, Michelle, your question to start with is your boss? Okay, what do you need to know? What is it that Michelle needs to know now? Now, it may give you way more than a month. I'm hoping, I hate that word. I am asking also for it to just kind of be, you're welcome, Heather, like until the end of May, maybe a month from now, up to that limit, okay? Oh, you're going to meet a great friend. All right, dear. Well, you're going to make a few friends right now. And basically, they may not all be, and I'm going to put it this way, these new friends may not all together be from the same planet you are. And that just means, okay, you may have a black friend. I'm sorry for anyone who's African American. I should have said it that way. Or maybe Italian, Greek, somebody who is not completely just kind of that white person. One of these is a girl. The other one is a guy. And the girl is, I think, the second one. The guy is the first. Now, this is the current time, which is the Ace of Earth, which means it's pretty much going on now. So I think it's where you move CC to. I think that version of the ranch is very positive, and you may actually get to talk to some of the people that help out around there. They may be families of the male families of the owner slash manager type deal, but because there are a lot, and if you don't go every day to CCC, you're still going to find out, and you're going to have several conversations. Finally, the C Tom is the last card. This is definitely male, and he is going to try and make you laugh, feel good, and want your attention. All right? So this is very, very positive for you. And you're going to have a good time with each other. How far it goes, that's up to you / him. So, he wants it a permanent relationship? Okay. Give him some, at least, promise of it getting better / stronger. Okay? Doesn't mean you have to agree to marry him in the first 10 days. No. But you may decide to do just that and to give him a yes. Like June, maybe even July. Okay? So, hi, awesome. I have not forgotten about you. Oh, awesome. Just by your question, I can say yes. He does want to get to know you. He thinks you're very nice and pretty. And, yeah, he'd like to get to know you a little bit better. Yeah, Michelle, I think it is great for you. Okay? Yeah. Well, you guys will get together. You go riding together. You're going to have some contact. Positive contact with the outside world. I am on a roll, aren't I? All right, so Maddie, what are you wanting to ask? Oh, let's see, something about the job. Okay. Well, Maddie, I am looking at the wheel, then the four of earth, or I'm sorry, fire, and the last card is the two of earth. Awesome. If you give him kind of the open door thing, okay? Yes, he'll make a move. Okay, so Maddie, with you, it's like you've wanted something to happen, I think, work-wise and relationship-wise. So this is saying you expected quicker action in both of those areas, and you haven't quite got what you're asking for, and it's okay, because you're going to get it. It just is going to take more time. Okay, with four of fire, this is saying that you could honestly be fascinated by something or someone coming up. And by coming up, this is current. I would definitely say the month of May. All right. With the final card being the two of earth, this means, here I go, reminder / lecturer. I'm sorry. But with this card, it says balance. You have to have balance in your life in order to get both the better job and the guy. Now, in some way, I honestly think you've already met him because of the two other cards. With the third card, this is just saying balance. You don't need to go overboard with going out with the guy, first off. Second, where work is concerned, you do need to keep that level head. No matter what rumors you hear about yourself or anybody else, keep your head on straight. And that just means you don't listen to gossip. It's first rule. Do not. Second rule, if you have heard gossip, just picture in your mind that you're chopping it up into dust, and then you brush it away. And that's going to make a big difference, all right? So, yeah, again, it's up to you how you achieve your balance. But in order to get and keep a guy, this is what you need to do. Yes, you're going to start out being fascinated, somebody very different from you, and that's okay. It also says, though, as with several, I guess, people out there, being fascinated does not always mean being involved. All right? And by that, it's like, yeah, you guys can talk, but that doesn't mean anything more than a friendship. You're looking for a mate. So, yeah. So you have to be aware of the fascination with this new guy. Don't let it go too deep, too fast on your part. All right? And then we go back into the balance card, and that's what that means. Create a good balance. If he gets upset because you're working, just say, I've got to support myself. I've got to work. You need to understand this. And end that type of conversation. Okay? So I think this is good. Nothing really negative here. Just that one last card. When you get to know him is the thing. This goes back to Joe. And further information on him, not Joe, but this new guy. This is saying strongly, okay, because of what's happened to you in the past with Joe, and maybe anybody else you've dated or been with, you have essentially had yourself something stolen that is yours. So whether it's your heart, your feelings, or a physical object like money, you've been stolen from. All right? And no, this is not saying you know him currently, although you may know his name, but you do not know him. All right? Here's something that you can work on, and then you know you'll be ready for him. And that is the Tower card, which just basically means that, in essence, something, and again, I think it's the basic idea of, I guess, a romance, committed relationship, that kind of thing. This is when you have to take that step back and ask, what do I need to learn from him or this situation? I know, but this could still be somebody you know of but haven't dated. All right? So with the Tower card, yes, something needs to be fixed. Maybe where you go to kind of hang out with friends, do whatever you're doing, you know, as the example, you and your friends enjoy bowling. Not that I mean you have to do that. Then you go bowling and you're going to find he's there too. So he's kind of wherever you tend to kind of hang out at, which is good. But it's telling you have to break something in your idea of a relationship. So it's not all yours, but it is something important enough that you know needs fixed, such as communication, attention, honesty, and fulfillment. Just off the top of my head. The fulfillment is kind of giving you that whole package. How does he make you, or not make you, that cat. How does this guy cause you to think about him? What do you think about him? And do you really want to / need to continue seeing him? This is the kind of distinction of what fulfillment means regarding a relationship. Basically, he's got to kind of fill up your heart with something that has been missing for quite some time. There you go. The final card, I like it. It is the Emperor, and this is a guy who knows what his self-worth is in regards to a relationship. And that makes a difference. All right, guys, we have 5 minutes left, so awesome. Yes, that's right, Angela. So, all right, awesome. I'm going to double check with the cards. Little Awesome's new guy coming in. Actually take action, good action, and reaction to having seen her or being in her space at any range. All right, dear. You're welcome, Maddie. All right, so awesome. I'm going to give this to you. I'm sure you may have heard it before if you've gotten other readings. Okay, we start up recent past. You've got the Death card. And no, darling, you haven't died a million times, although somewhere in there, yes, simply because different lifetimes. But currently, you have not died because somebody either left you or hurt you. No. But this says you're being kind of death and reborn. So what it's saying is you're going to the next level. Heather, you need to keep your eye out for that neighbor. I don't know what's going on in that person's head. He doesn't dislike you, but I think it's just because you don't know him or them. So, okay, back to awesome. Okay, the next card is the Four of Earth, and this essentially says you really don't want to give yourself up into a new relationship, and this is currently. You want it. You're kind of okay with it, but if this guy asks you for anything regarding a relationship with you, and okay, well, he starts asking you, well, can you get dinner tonight because I don't have money? No. What you do is you don't say, well, I don't have it necessarily, but you could say, I want to be more at home tonight. So why don't you come over? We will cook a dinner and watch a movie or two and have a good night / evening. And he'll work with that with you. All right. Final card for you, awesome, is the Sun card, which says, with your new relationship coming, and yes, I do believe it's somebody you have seen from a distance. So once you actually get involved in a dating situation, that's when you actually start to relax and have some fun with it. Okay, Heather. All right. Is this about your reading that I gave you tonight, Heather? Because I'm not sure I completely understand. So, help me out there. But awesome, it's like you have to be yourself. That's the cardinal rule with any person. You have to be yourself. He has to be himself. Or she, or I'm going to put it as an it, just to cover all bases. This is somebody new. I don't know if it's Paul. I don't know how long you've been seeing Paul. I think it has something to do with the weather, Michelle, versus something you've done. Okay? I know. And yes, I've got one more minute, then I have to go. So what I'm saying here, awesome, is you're going to be basking in his love and good graces. All right? And it's saying, enjoy it. You don't have to start out with, are we going to get married? All right? That would be the different awesome. Okay? And, okay, I will answer one question. All right. And let's see here. I'm going to throw out one card for you, Anita. And then I am going to say goodnight. All right. You've got the Earth King. Oh, yeah. Well, Heather, yeah. He does tend to know too much about you because he does watch you. but I think he's just disturbed about what goes on over there, not you in particular. You do not need to talk to him. You could just say, hi, I can't talk right now. I got to go back in. Okay? All right, my dears. I'm not sure who I missed. If I missed anyone, I do apologize. But I do have to say goodnight now. And so I also want to remind you, okay, I got to say it right. So what I'm going to say is thank you for joining us tonight in our show. And excuse me, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to show us your support, right? And again, that is if you like your reading. And so good night, everyone. Bundles and bundles of love going out to you, and may everyone have a great weekend and a week coming up till next Thursday when I will be back. Okay? And if you have specific questions that come up in the middle, please write them down, and then you can ask those questions, and of course any new ones, when we have our next stream. All right? And so thank you, my love.